welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the FAU Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Anderson wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Brings into the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figure
intercepted in the first drive. Aims for the pick. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got him at the 15-yard line.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave them a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
So Florida Atlantic's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year.
He's got it on the outside. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport like that.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Anderson will throw. Punts it out of the air. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Golden. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Golden. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Going to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete on the right side. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll try the run. Finding an escape route. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back.
Wide open on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's still running after the move. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle.
Turning it on! They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Canes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Owls with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Canes are in the red zone. This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Anderson wants to throw. Here's a hit. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings them to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bobcats that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. We just saw one there on the crossing route.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gonna let it fly. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's reeled in. It's golden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown in the direction.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Anderson will throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Canes send out the punt unit. No fair catches here. Looking for room. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He makes the catch. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today.
The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive. We'll give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Anderson wants to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Inside the... the two-point try.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that throw.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And it's caught inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owl. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Miami, 12.
Coming out with it, it's Golden. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The short hands, it's LaBelle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Anderson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type player. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Under fire! And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. That's caught. It's Johnson. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points.
For quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game.
Miami, 12.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Let's send the tight end in motion. Looking for space. It's Allen. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. He's inside the 40. Huge plays like that can change. Reflection of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Finds his tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a...
Touchdown, Hurricane! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Miami.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Just gets it to the 28, pick up a 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Forced out of the pocket. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. Just keeps slinging it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Miami, 19.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Anderson wants to throw. Got his man. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's LaBelle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's LaBelle. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Got a man. It's Allen. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a 1st down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Canes! Once he got some room, it was over.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you put it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Anderson will throw. Setting up the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They want to run this quarterback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness, getting to the end zone. Nice run.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll give it to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the move, it's Allen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take an lead, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them that they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team